Significant gains were made in the cryptocurrency market last week. Compared to the others, these beneficial effects were a little more consistent. Some newcomers are convinced that most cryptocurrencies are progressively moving away from bearish domination, but other experienced traders have hope in the crypto market as signs of a more stable market are underway. There are indications of further sell-offs all around the market. As a result, the market for cryptocurrencies is now worth $912 billion, indicating that it may once again go below $900 billion. Increasing anxiety, skepticism, and uncertainty, along with the negative movement of these coins, indicate that the fear and greed index is trending downward. The metric was at 26 recently, but as of now, it should be at 24 or even less. This indicates that the market's consistent positive enthusiasm is waning. What's happening to cryptocurrencies this week? Is there a golden coin that'll finally end the dark age we're in? And are ETH and XRP on the rise? Let's look at how the ETH and XRP coins performed over the previous intra-week session. At the beginning of the previous intra-week session, the industry had a value of $871 billion. Beginning last week, the sector experienced strong bullish activity, which led to the majority of assets ending the 24-hour cycle with respective gains. Despite various bearish attempts, the market reached its top at $972 billion. But as the 7-day period drew to a close, the bears tightened their hold on the sector. It consequently lost part of its cumulative gains. Nevertheless, it concluded at $926 billion, a rise of 6%. Unfortunately, the decline has continued this week and shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. ETH USD. One of the biggest increases in Ethereum since the second quarter also occurred. For the first time since March, the coin increased by more than 8% on the weekly chart. ETH began the week with noteworthy price swings similar to the cryptocurrency that was previously covered. It started at $1,072 and was on the verge of testing the $1,000 level when it abruptly stopped. The altcoin closed at $1,140, causing a slight setback for the bulls who had rallied from that point to a high of $1,160. However, with gains of roughly 8%, it lost momentum the following day, as it reversed its course from $1,172 to a low of $1,072. The session came to an end with no major gains or losses. The following day, buyers went on another buying binge, pushing Ether from a low of $1,110 to a retest of the $1,200 resistance, which helped the market conditions. The largest is accomplishing this achievement for the first time in more than 14 days. It measured gains of more than 4%, even though it closed a little below its top. On Thursday, the same thing occurred as the bulls maintained their pace. The biggest alternative found stability above $1,200 after reaching a peak of $1,250 and closing at $1,237, an increase of more than 4%. Small trading volumes over the following 2 days prevented Ether from recording any gains or losses. The investment lost a little more than 4% as it ended the day in the red. Although some signs were optimistic all week, others were bearish. The pivot point standard is one example. During the 7-day period's climax, Ethereum came very close to reaching its pivot point, but was unable to do so because of its lagging momentum. RSI also reached its peak at 48 at this time. The bulls stopped the price rally just as MACD was about to exit the bearish area. XRP USD. During the last intra-week session, ripples were primarily bullish. On the weekly chart though, it was represented by a doji, so it was ineffective. Nonetheless, it reached a high during testing and broke through the $0.35 resistance. After more than 5 days of steadily rising prices, indicators were also registering significant improvements. XRP, for example, tested its pivot point and was bullish at one point as it flipped the mark. Similar to the cryptocurrency that was previously highlighted, MACD was on the verge of exiting the bearish region when the coin's momentum caused it to stop, while RSI reached a maximum of 50. Ethereum could still increase. As traders and investors get used to the new atmosphere of growing inflation, the value of Ethereum is beginning to show indications of relief. It is considered that there is less expendable cash in cryptocurrencies, which could imply that the bulls can still push the price higher, even though it is unclear how this would affect the long-term trend. ETH is continuing to look for direction as it searches for a possible diagonal patch or a break over the resistance around $118. Bulls are exploiting the lack of support around $1,243.89 to drive up the price of Ethereum higher in an unusual pattern. The concern is whether the bulls are anticipating a breakout or have already burned through enough money to reach this level. The $1,243.89 resistance zone may serve as a barrier to further gains in the ETH price. However, with the dollar trading flat and fewer restrictions on the market, a tiny jump above could be witnessed. A test of the $1,400 support level could be witnessed on the downside. Investors should exercise caution because there has been no fundamental shift in the market. If the dollar's strength keeps increasing, the bulls may be forced out of their positions, which might result in a break of $1,000 and a flight of investors. It might result in a price drop of 25% to $830.93. The market might also experience additional selling, which would bring the cost back to the range's lower limit. Touch and drop scenario predicts $0.37 for XRP. The price of XRP was able to record modest increases throughout the Asia-Pac session despite the market suffering significant losses. The price of currencies is not anticipated to significantly increase given the strength of the dollar. Although a great development and a favorable headline would do wonders, it's not anticipated to occur anytime soon. Before it starts to decrease once more, the price of XRP can momentarily rise to the significant level of $0.37. It is most likely prevented from growing further by the floor it is constructed on and the monthly S1 support. This will be the case all through the summer as inflation and worries about a recession increase. If the support is broken, the price might fall by another 50% to $0.17. It's widely anticipated that some groundbreaking news will soon make the headlines. Expect a significant relief rally to start once the ongoing negotiations involving Russia and Ukraine come to an end. For instance, we anticipate an increase in the price of XRP to about $0.37 if the negotiations between Russia and Ukraine fail. Today's chart. To a large extent, the midterm chart structure has changed for XRP. The price has been unable to hold multiple supports, which are now acting as resistance levels. The price chart shows two crucial levels, support around $0.28 to $0.3 and resistance at $0.42 to $0.5 in red and green. In order to move the market significantly, one of these levels must be broken. The task for bulls, though, appears to be more challenging. Even if they are able to raise the price above the 50-day moving average line in yellow and $0.4, the 100-day moving average in white, and the red resistance zone, it will still act as a formidable obstacle. The chart for XRP BTC. XRP's trading mechanism is favorable compared to Bitcoin's. At 1500 SATs, buyers have so far been successful in defending the support. The price must be raised above the horizontal resistance at 1700 to 1800 SATs in order for a rally to occur in blue. In this instance, XRP will have exceptional momentum as a result of the breakout's potential to persuade speculators that the trend has changed by creating a higher high. On the other hand, if it breaks below 1500 SATs, the bullish situation in this chart is invalidated. ETH's price has fallen to $1,019 now. At the time of the CPI report, the price of the second largest cryptocurrency fell as low as $1,019 per unit. Before the announcement, the price of ETH was fluctuating at about $1,089. It has managed to bounce back from the inceptive slump. The price of Ethereum has decreased over the past 30 days by about 15%. At the time of publication, the average price of ETH was $1,037. Its 24-hour trading volume has increased by 35% to $17.1 billion nevertheless. The data shows that the price of Bitcoin decreased to trade underneath the 19K price barrier. However, to reach $31.8 billion, its 24-hour trading volume has increased by more than 14%. However, the initial decline in the price of Bitcoin was reversed. As of the time of publication, it was trading at an average price of $19,317. CoinGlass reports that Ethereum has liquidated about $49 million in the most recent hours. Within the same time frame, Bitcoin had a liquidation of about $33 million. Solana, SOL, declared a liquidation of almost $3.43 million in the meantime. Hey everybody, how was today's video? I appreciate you taking the time to watch it. Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and keep an eye out on your screens for additional fascinating content. Till then, keep watching and be healthy.